when I was younger, I got in a few fights. Not too many, because I didn't like to fight. It didn't feel good when I got in a fight. And I would prefer making friends than getting in fights. Um, I've already told you about one of my fights of a friend that I had. Um, but one day we were coming home from North Ogden Junior High, and some high school kids came by, and we threw snowballs at them. And as we threw the snowballs at them, they stopped, they came back, and they jumped out, and they were going to beat us up. Well, I took the biggest boy that I could find that was being aggressive, and I started fighting him. He hit me in the eye, the right eye, and my eye all of a sudden looked straight up, and then my other eye was going straight forward. So I was fighting with this kid, kicking him, hitting him, whatever I could to defeat him. But my eye was all messed up. Well, anyway, we were punching, and he got me down, and I got on top of him, and I was hitting him on the ribs, both left and right hand on the ribs. And eventually we got over to this one guy's driveway on his lawn, and we were fighting there. And he got down on his hands and knees, and I kicked him as hard as I could in the stomach and in the ribs. And then he ran off and says he didn't like fighting because I was a dirty fighter. Well, I was just fighting him. I'm not gonna be nice when I fight. So I fought him, and he left, and I felt pretty good that I handled a high school boy in a fight. But like I mentioned, I stopped putting up with bullying, and I stopped letting people harass me, when I was about in ninth grade. But anyway, we became good friends in high school. He was really nice young man. We were just, seeing who was tougher, I suppose. Now, another boy, though, and I'm not going to say his name either, he eventually went to prison. He was a mean little bugger in elementary, always teasing people, bugging people. He was smaller for his age, so I guess he liked to pick on the younger boys, so he thought he was better or tougher. But anyway, he eventually went to prison, went to jail, and then he got out of jail, and I don't know what he's doing right now, but he just was kind of an evil, bad kid. And I talked with my grandpa one time, and he said that the guy's dad was kind of protective of him and wouldn't let him get into trouble, and he should have let him have his consequences a little bit more when he's younger. So I guess the thing I learned about this is, when kids get in trouble, allow them to get into trouble so that they can learn from their experiences, so that they can correct their misbehavior when they're young, and they can feel the consequences when they're young.